This is DuBois Wrestling on Tri-County TV, powered by the businesses that support our athletes and our community. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by DuBois Granite and Quartz, Spitzer's Auto World, Lifespan Family Services, The Floor Show, AccuSure of DuBois, Nelson Realty, and Priority Media. Thank you to our sponsors for helping make local sports possible. Now, let's head to the mat for tonight's match.
Welcome to DuBois Area High School and Beaver Gymnasium for tonight's PIAA Class 3A first round dual meet tournament matchup between the Norwin Knights and our DuBois Area Beavers. I'm Chuck Farah alongside Keith Lipionka, and we're excited for another broadcast of DuBois Area High School Wrestling here on Tri-County TV. Well, Keith, the postseason is here, at least when it comes to the dual meet season, as the state tournament is well underway now.
Yeah, so DuBois obviously winning the District 9-10 championship in Sharon over the weekend and is advanced to this, I guess, a sub-regional type matchup here with Whippeal, I believe Whippeal 2.
Yep, Whippeal runner-up.
Norwin. So, yeah, we're full into getting in the postseason, and the conclusion of wrestling season is starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're going to be getting into some good stuff here.
Yeah, as Keith mentioned, the Beavers got here by winning the District 9-10 3 championship on Saturday at Sharon High School with a 33-28 win. Seeded Harbor Creek out of District 10. Norwin, meanwhile, they're the number 2 team out of District 7, the Whippeal, as it's also known. They lost in the finals there to unbeaten Franklin Regional on Saturday, 31-27. Tonight's winner advances on not to Hershey this year, but they're going to Johnstown. Friday's quarterfinal round at First Summit Arena in Johnstown, with the semifinals and finals being held Saturday there. I guess a little scheduling conflict this year, not being held at the Giant Center as normal, but still a good arena down in Johnstown. There'll be 3 rounds. The first one being on Friday, then the semifinals and finals on Saturday. So that kind of sets the tone here for the postseason, for the dual meet season. And
for a lot of these wrestlers, Johnstown's going to be a familiar sight for them. That's where the PJW state tournament has been held for years.
Yes.
So they're going to know the ins and outs of the town and know the arena, and they're going to feel comfortable in there as they wrestle.
Yep, definitely. Especially some of our younger kids who, like I said, wrestled there just a year ago or two at the First Summit Arena for, like I said, the Pennsylvania Junior Wrestling State Championships are held there. Well, let's take a closer look at these two teams. You said Norwin enters tonight's match at 12-3 overall. 2 of their 3 losses coming at the hands of eventual champ, as we mentioned, Franklin Regional. The Knights are coached by Kyle Martin. Kyle, he's in his 6th year at Norwin. He's a 2004, we have a lot of music here in the background as the Beavers take the mat. Martin is a 2004 Connellsville grad. He compiled a career record of 131. He was also an 8th place medalist his senior year, 152 pounds. The Knights, they're led by junior Landon Sadoon. He's a Penn State commit, as those in the wrestling world know. Sadoon is a perfect 33-0 this year. He's not only the top-ranked wrestler in the state at 121 pounds, but also the top-ranked wrestler in the nation. He won a state title as a freshman, 114 pounds, before missing the postseason last year due to injury. Sadoon, as you mentioned, only a junior, comes in with a career record of 106-2. Talked about a little bit, hear people in the stands talk about, well, things fall in the right place tonight. We could see one heck of a matchup tonight at 121 between Sadoon and the Beavers' Mateo Gallegos, who is the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state at 121 and 12th ranked nationally. So depending on how things pan out, jockeying with the weights and stuff, there very well could be a matchup there. If I'm the Beavers, if they want to win this, they're probably going to stay away from Sadoon so they can get Mateo maybe matched up someplace where we can get bonus points for the Beavers.
Yeah, obviously, that'd be, if you're a wrestling fan, that's the match you want to see tonight.
Exactly,
however, this is a team thing tonight, so the teams are obviously going to do what's best for their individual team, not specifically what is best for the fans, unfortunately.
I talked to the Beaver coaches before the matchup. They were looking at different matchups, how they could score more points. They're obviously the underdog coming in this match, so they're going to need bonus points from their studs. Your Mateo Gallegos, your Kendall Orrs, those kids, Sammy Deeb, they're going to need big points out of those kids. These two teams have one common opponent. They both wrestled St. Mary's this year. Norwin wrestled St. Mary's on January 16th and beat the Dutch 49-19. DuBois wrestled the Dutch a day earlier, actually, on January 15th and won 33-23. So you better believe that Beavers head coach Jacob Krupa probably reached out to the St. Mary's staff and got a scouting report on Norwin, as probably most coaches do in most sports.
Absolutely. If not, he may have even watched video of it nowadays with all the technology and the huddle and everything else. So I'm sure that they've seen plenty of film on each one of these wrestlers and how good. And there's a lot of wrestlers too, by the way.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Krupa and the Beavers, they enter tonight at 7-8 overall in dual meet action after winning their second straight dual meet championship on Saturday, as we mentioned earlier. All right, as we get ready here for starting lineups. Announcements being made here by PA announcer Robin Rao, and we'll see if they do the national anthem first or the national anthem. But just, we'll continue to talk about the Beavers here a little bit. In addition to Gallegos, obviously we talked about earlier, the Beavers are also led by their other super sophomore Kendall Orr, who was ranked second in the state, and he's 8th nationally at 215 this season, and he's 31-3 so far. As we mentioned, the Beavers hope to win tonight. They're going to have to get wins, big wins out of their studs. But they're also going to have others such as Sammy Deeb, we mentioned. Need to get maybe some upset wins from wrestlers such as sophomore Luca Morelli, junior Seth Wilmoth, and Easton Harris. Those kind of kids who have come up big for them recently.
Yeah, obviously those kids are going to have to step up quite a bit. I don't want to say wrestle their best match of the season, but they have seen a lot of WPIAL talent already this year.
Yeah, they were at Powerade back in December. They obviously saw WPIAL schools down there. All right, so the national, we'll take a break right now and come back with starting lineups.
Score points and stack them high with the Spitzer VIP program. Then cash in and spend them your way, anyway. Discounted service, oil changes, maintenance, even your next car purchase. There's no limit of ways to cash in. The more you stack, the more you save. Other programs limit your choices. Spitzer VIP puts you in charge. You're the boss. Spend it your way. Even gift them to a friend or loved one. The Spitzer VIP program. WAG more, spend less.
AccuAssure of DuBois is a proud supporter of DuBois Wrestling. We understand dreams, teamwork, and the drive to win. For personal lines, call Ryan Carr and Sheila Jameson. For commercial lines, call Jake Heigl and Brian Riley. For benefits, call Francine Shimcock. They'll take care of your business from property to payroll because you've got dreams and we've got solutions. At AccuAssure, we help protect and grow what you've worked hard for. Get your questions answered locally at AccuAssure on Meadow Lanes in DuBois. Property and casualty insurance, specializing in business and personal needs. AccuAssure of DuBois, protecting what matters most.
Countertops crafted with quality. That's DuBois Granite and Quartz. From kitchens and bathrooms to fireplaces, we specialize in custom stonework that's beautiful, durable, and affordable. We make stone countertops simple and never cut corners on quality. Our experienced team guides you every step of the way, from stone selection to final installation. Transform your home with captivating and functional designs. Visit DuBois Granite and Quartz on Beaver Drive in DuBois.
Okay, welcome back to DuBois Area High School. Starting lineups are being announced right now. We'll go through those real quick for you. At 107 pounds for DuBois, they'll send out freshman Bryson Bazard, 6'9" on the season. Norwin will send out either senior Luca Patera, who is 19-11, or junior Gabriel Hockenberry, who is 3'9" on the season. At 114 pounds, the Beavers have sophomore Kinley Nisley, 11-16 on the season. And Norwin has freshman Braden Alexander, who is 5-3. 121 pounds, Luca Morelli, the freshman for the Beavers, 15-13. For Norwin, as mentioned before, Landon Sedoon, the junior, perfect 33-0. 127 pounds for DuBois, sophomore Mateo Gallegos. He's 34-2 in the year. For Norwin is sophomore Colton Kleipa at 22-8. 133 pounds for the Beavers, senior Antonio Giambanco, 12-16 on the season. And the Norwin will send out sophomore Dominic Butera, who is 16-7, or Nathan Tyskowitz. We don't have anything on him. I didn't have anything on him. No roster spot for him before we looked this up for the match. 139 pounds for DuBois is junior Peyton Gear, who was 3-9. For Norwin, it's junior Brooks Blasco. It was 16-7. For the Beavers, they weighed in 3 guys here. They weighed in sophomore Ethan Curran, who was 0-4. Junior Brady Glass, 3-5. And sophomore Landon Raklevich, 0-12. And Norwin as well weighed in 3 wrestlers at 145. Junior Nathan Klingensmith, who was 24-11. Sophomore Ethan Hunter, 0-2. And senior Yadiel Otero is 1-2. At 152 pounds for DuBois, it's senior Sammy Deeb, 23-11 on the season, or sophomore Mason Vrobel, who is 1-3. For Norwin, they weighed in 3 wrestlers there. Noah Curran, a freshman at 27-8. Caden Gigliotti, a sophomore at 3-2, and junior Jake Hall, who was 4-2. At 160 for DuBois, junior Seth Wilmoth is 17-14. For Norwin, looks like it'll be either senior Jack White at 32-6, or junior Evan Sudoff at 2-4. At 172 pounds, Beavers will send out junior Easton Harris, 10-15 on the season. Norwin looks to send out junior Riley Schaefer, 16-14. At 189 pounds, the Beavers weighed in freshman Brogan Orr, 5-10 on the year, and Nathan Kreiner, sophomore, 0-6. For Norwin, to be senior Tanner Schaefer, who's 12-10, or junior Owen Turgeon, 2-3. At 215 pounds, the Beavers have sophomore Kendall Orr, 31-3, and Norwin has junior Dane Patarco at 4-9. For the Beavers, at 285 pounds, senior Jason Gardner, 8-11, or Nathaniel Clark, a junior at 6-6. For Norwin, either freshman Jonah Farrell at 12-9, or Sebastian Somerville, a junior at 6-8. And match will start tonight at 107 pounds. As
you
we
need
see.
A break after all that, Chuck?
Yeah, that was a lot.
At 107 pounds, Norwin's game.
Officials tonight, Marvin Morris, and I believe that's Nick Sipes down there. So we've got 2 tonight.
2 officials, yep. I talked to both of them before the match, catching up with them, and 107 pounds. Bizarre for DuBois versus Gabriel Hockenberry for Norwin. And
Norwin's in the navy singlets with the yellow trim, and obviously DuBois is in the black and white.
Yep. And looks like Hockenberry in on a double leg right now, trying to finish here as Bizarre tries to fight that off. And you could see Marv Morris, cause a stalemate. You'll see these 2 officials, they'll rotate probably every other match. One will be the main official, the other will be the outside. We'll circle the outside circle.
30 seconds in here to the Nelson Realty first period here.
Both these officials, District 9 natives. Nick Sipes, I believe a state champ at Curwensville.
I don't know if he's a champ. He was a multiple-time medalist, I believe.
Yeah, maybe you're right. He was all-state football.
His brother, I believe, was the champion.
Nate, yeah, you're correct. And Marvin Morris was a wrestler at Johnsonburg High School.
Rams.
The Rams.
I'd like to welcome anyone listening from Norwin. We saw quite a few people coming up and getting a link and sending it out to you, so we're glad you're able to take advantage and watch your team.
For those unfamiliar, Norwin, located in Irwin, Pennsylvania, I believe, kind of south of Monroeville area. Hockenberry, not seeing who has control right here. Nobody really has control.
So it's not awarded any control. Hockenberry's pretty tight in there, but he has yet to swing around and take any other.
And
that's a pin. That's a fall for Bryson Bizarre.
That's huge for the Beavers. Bizarre just had that tight, had to hold those wrists real tight in there, kind of leaned back in on him, and got Hockenberry on his back for the fall here in the first period with 38 seconds to go. That is a huge win for the Beavers early on. As we mentioned, that's the type of match they'll need to win this match tonight, is to get an upset victory like that, especially to get bonus points.
We had mentioned in one of the earlier casts that Bryson actually was stepped away. I want to say stepped away from the team, but was not. He didn't wrestle for a couple weeks, so he's probably just starting to get back into the swing of things.
And the Beavers hit nicely.
Okay, and 114 pounds, we have, there's clock stoppage here.
Ricky Clark's working a 30-minute period.
We're going to have Kinley Nisley here for the Beavers versus Braden Alexander for Norwin. Alexander, freshman, 5-3 record. Kinley is a sophomore at 11-16. And Alexander in on a single leg, has the heel, trying to finish here, hooks the leg. If he can turn into him, he's going to get his 3 points, but Nisley doing the best he can to fight that off. If I'm Nisley, I might try to just get up at the, good job by Nisley to get to his base, trying to break free of the hand. I was just about to say, might give word a point here to Norwin.
I heard the referee Nick Sipes award a technical point, so he awarded a 1-point technical point to Norwin. So Norwin is up 1-0 in this bout here.
Not sure what that was about.
It looks like he's got a.
So he's got a cradle. He's cradled up there near cradle.
If he could turn him.
He's got his 3 takedown points. He's looked to turn. He's got tight. He is that really tight right now. If he can get him turned, Kinley is in trouble.
Kinley is not in a real good position right now.
Kinley's lanky. If he can get those legs kind of spread a little bit, might be able to break that.
He's got about 45 seconds to fight this off, but this is not in a good situation.
And Alexander got that leg on, got his knee in there to elevate it, and he has Nisley on his back to the fall with 39.3 seconds to go here in the first period.
So just like that, we're even back up at 6-6 here after 2 bouts, Chuck.
Yep. Kind of reminiscent of last week, how quick this match is going. And let's see who we send out here. It's that's Landon Sadoon, Landon Sadoon, the #1 ranked wrestler. They're going to forfeit to him. I believe the Beavers are forfeiting him.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Norwin's Landon Sadoon and the Beavers Luca Borelli.
So the Beavers award Sadoon a forfeit. Looks like they're going to bump everybody up. Looks like Luca Morelli will go to 27. Mateo Gallegos will go to 33. The Beavers are trying to play the points game here, chasing points now.
I was wrong earlier, Chuck. I said that Norwin's coming in with the navy with the gold trim. It looks like everyone's coming out with about a different singlet.
Yeah.
So they emptied the.
We got the tournament singlets going on here.
They emptied the tubs of uniforms for tonight, and they're bringing them all out.
So, okay, at 133 pounds, sorry, 127, we got Luca Morelli bumping up. Freshman at 15-13. And I believe this is Colton Kalipa, sophomore for Norwin at 22-8 in the season. And we got Nick Sipes back in the circle officiating this match.
No, that's Marvin in the circle.
I'm sorry, Marvin Morris. Marvin Morris. I was just looking at Nick speaking with, looks like it was coach on the Norwin bench there. So curious move already by the Beaver bench, forfeiting to Sadoon. Kleipa looks like he's trying to get in that near cradle.
27, it's
Colton Klippa. And Klippa, I don't know how you pronounce that. He's in for the takedown. He looks like he's trying to get a tilt here for some near fall points. Morris, I don't believe he's counted anything out yet. There he goes. Morelli right on the edge of the mat here. And
these Norwin wrestlers that we have seen so far, they are attacking, they're getting control, and they're going straight for near falls. So they're looking to score points tonight.
Yep. The triple-A at the Whitfield on District 7 is very competitive. So, they're seeing a lot of high-level wrestling down there between the Franklin Regionals. You got Cannon McMillan, Norwin alike. So Kleppa got the 4 near fall points, with a 7-0 lead now here in the first period. Morelli trying to work off the bottom here. Kleipa doing a good job in control. Kind of gets that, repping that far shoulder.
Looking to try to lock his cradle.
They like the cradle game here. Definitely like the cradle game here from Norwin early on. As you mentioned, the little bow and arrow here going, I believe they get that cradle. They do a good job using their legs to kind of elevate the knee to get it. And Klaipa has the cradle locked back up again. And Morelli, as we mentioned, not in the favorite position, and time runs out in the first period. Another 4 points for Klaipa to give him 11-0 lead here going into the second period.
Yeah, if I'm Morelli here, I don't think I'm going to take down right off the bat after that. I'm going to try to work on my feet.
Exactly what he did.
Try to do something in neutral position here, see if I can't get myself a takedown and turn this match around a little bit here. So,
as you mentioned, these Norwin wrestlers are very aggressive, coming right out, tying up, looking for a fall, looking for back points. Klaipa snaps Morelli down. He's going for the cradle once again. Here he goes. He got the three takedown points. Trying to get in there, cradle locked up, and he has it.
This will be it regardless here, because this is either going to be a tech fall or a pin.
Yep.
This is tight right now.
Morelli trying to do his best to get out of it. He's looking away.
So he is going to roll out of that. He will save a team point.
Yep.
And only give up a 5-point tech fall here.
It's an 18-0 tech fall here for Klaipa. Increases Norwin's lead to 17-6 after 127. And it looks like the Beavers will send out Mateo Gallegos.
Mateo's actually, from what he's been weighing in, he's up 2 weight classes right now.
So it looks like Dominic Butera, sophomore, 16-7 for the Knights. And Mateo Gallegos, the Beavers.
And you can see the physical size difference here, so that we're going to have to see how that wears on Mateo. Let's
see what Mateo weighed. I do have the weigh-in sheets with me, or at least I took a photo of them. If I can find them here on my phone, what Mateo weighed in at tonight.
30 seconds into this first Nelson Realty first period. They're still locked up. No one in control quite yet.
Yeah, Mateo weighed in at 123.3 tonight. So there's no way he could have wrestled 121 anyhow. He would have been over for that. Butera weighs in at 134. So he's giving up, 10 pounds here.
Gallegos with a takedown with about 120 left in the first period here. So he's going to take control, up 3-0. DuBois down 17-6 in the team score.
This is definitely one move that they hope to get bonus points out of. Moving Mateo up. He said basically 2 weight classes. He's been wrestling 121 lately.
Now, he did wrestle 127 earlier in the season.
Correct.
However, he's been kind of working his weight plan and drop into the 121 range for postseason himself.
Yeah, that's where he'll be in the postseason. You'll probably see, a good matchup probably looking at postseason is going to be Gallegos and Sadoun.
Yeah,
possibly in that West regional final.
Most likely in that regional final, some point in there. So there's a good chance they are going to meet up.
Mateo going for a cradle, trying to get that far cradle going. He gives that up. Still has a leg hook. Now he's just going for trying to turn him to get some back points. Mateo, as we mentioned before, give up 10 pounds heavier than Mateo. So Mateo's a very technical wrestler. Doesn't use his strength. I'm not saying he's not a strong kid. Doesn't use his strength as much as he uses his technical abilities.
He uses technical abilities. He uses a little bit more leverage than the overall strength.
Yep, correct.
Kind of positions his body over brute strength is what he does. He's very good at that. Trains at the M2 down in State College along with the Orr boys. And he learns probably a lot of tricks of the trade down there.
Well, that's for sure. So end of period number 1. Gallegos with a 3-0 lead over Dominic Butera, the sophomore from Norwin. Butera defers. Gallegos chooses the down position to start the second period. Butera looks like an old school wrestler with the knee pads. You don't see the double knee pads very often anymore. Gallegos gets out for a 1-point escape.
So 4-0 Mateo here with 150 left in the second. He's going to have to get the scoring going here to try to get himself get himself and get the team some bonus points. And I'm sure he feels the pressure, knowing that we are down 17-6 here in the 5th bout of the night.
There he goes, nice, gets inside there, gets in a single leg, and he's going to pull him back in. Kind of uses his leverage here and put that shoulder into the thigh to try to break Butera down for that takedown. Now if he can get,
as I say, maybe he could pull out and try to go to a deep high crotch there, but unable to. A little stalemate right there, and we'll start right back up in the middle.
Butera's definitely using his size advantage here. You can see he's, strong. Didn't give up that takedown at the edge of the mat. He's going to try to control Mateo's head here. Mateo tries to go to snap down, and now Butera in on a single.
You can see Mateo's not panicked whatsoever. No. He knows exactly how to defend this. He's very good in defense and very hard to score on. He has won a lot of one-point matches against very high-caliber wrestling.
Quick stalemate there by Nick Sipes. Nice to see. I'd like to see more, live action rather than guys sprawling and fighting.
Looks like Nick shined the whites up of those shoes just for tonight's match. Pulled the sleeves up a little higher, showing the guns off,
Hey, I would too if I looked like that. Under 10 seconds to go here in the second period, with Gallegos still in the lead, 4-0. Butera working that head of Gallegos.
4-0 after 2 here.
And looks like Butera's choosing to go neutral.
Quick thank you to our sponsors, Lifespan Family Services, Acrisure of DuBois, Spitzer's Auto World, The Floor Show, DuBois Granite Quartz, and of course our first period sponsor, Nelson Realty.
Again, Butera trying to use his size advantage, snapping, got the double underhooks.
He is trying to get real physical with Mateo, trying to use his size to an advantage, but Mateo he's holding strong, and he's keeping to his roots here.
Mateo has both arms. He's gonna try to snap him through and go for that probably opposite leg single. Back to the center. And again, Butera goes right in there. That collar tie, trying to control Mateo.
So we got about 1:10 left here in the third period. Mateo's going to hit a takedown and try to get a near fall or a couple takedowns here to try to get some extra points here if we can.
Obviously good scouting by the Norwin staff, knowing that, we got a technical wrestler here. We're not going to probably go toe-to-toe with him technical-wise. We're just going to use our size advantage here and try to, muscle our way through this match.
And with 45 seconds left, I got to assume he's going to try something big here.
He's just basically controlling. He's really not doing anything offensively other than just a collar tie, trying to snap Mateo around. Really more of a defensive move right now. Not letting Mateo, Mateo nice gets out of it. He still has one leg in bounds. Oh, he's out. Sipes real quick to call that.
22.3 seconds left here in this third period. A big move for Mateo would give him a major, and a big move by Norwin would possibly give them a tie or a win. So 10 seconds left. I would assume some kind of fireworks here might happen.
And Gallegos, 4-0 decision. Obviously, if you're DuBois, that's not what you wanted in this match. You hope for bonus points here, but as we mentioned, Mateo giving up 10 plus pounds there to a much bigger Butera, who did his best just to fight off Mateo's abilities there for the most of that match. Okay, 139 pounds. The Beavers are sending out Antonio Giambonco. And it will be Brooks Blasco, a junior at 16-7 for the Knights.
We're going to call this the ink match of the night.
This is the ink match. Both wrestlers tatted up here.
Winner gets a fresh color.
Again, Blasco coming out physical as well. Gets the takedown. 3 points. Norwin wrestlers are very aggressive. He's trying to go for a spiral ride here. It looks like gives that up. Now he's going, looks like he's trying to go power half. Look, Giambo gets to his feet, gets an escape, make it 3-1. Blasco looks pretty big for a 39-pounder here. He gets another takedown. And he's going for another. It looks like they're going for another. I was trying to look a cradle there.
Did they give him the?
They get the second takedown there, so it's 6.
Not a third though.
No.
Okay.
Let's look at weights
Throwing
here.
some legs in here. He's going to try to turn him that way.
Yeah, Blasco weighed at 140 even. And Giambanco 134.6.
So about 6-7 pounds.
And got
6, 7.
Another cradle locked up here for the Norwin wrestler. And that's tight. They get these nice tight cradles.
Got 25 seconds to hold this off. If he could pop his shoulder here, yeah. Okay. Giambanco broke that hold, so we got 10 seconds left here. Giambanco's down 10-1 here at the Nelson Realty first period. The color match.
Blasco working that head again and into the first period here. 10-1 lead for Blasco. Giambanco defers. Blasco's choice, he takes down. Referee Marvin Morris tells Giambanco to climb on top. And Giambanco trying to look like a spiral ride himself. Blasco's to his feet. And Blasco's just going to lean into Giambanco, put his weight into him. He gets to his feet, he gets his escape. Make it 11-1.
So 11-1 here with about a minute and a half left in the second period. Giambanco is going to have to turn the gas on here to try to get himself back in this match. Because right now, he's looking at a minimum of a major decision.
He used a lot of energy trying to fight off that cradle too. Now they go for it. Looks like their takedown. Thought for a second there, Blasco was trying to get the near cradle hooked up there again. He still might.
So 14-1. He's got a couple options here. He could try to turn him if he wants to try to go for a tech fall. Or a fall.
He's working in a half right now.
Yeah, he's going to try to put him to his back, and he wants that 6, not the 5. So he is not interested in that tech fall right now.
Just under a minute to go here in the second period. Blasco up 14-1. And Giambanco unable to do anything. And there he goes for another. Got the bow and arrow, looking to lock up a cradle, and he has it. Blasco has the cradle. 40 seconds to go. I don't know. And
that's
Giambanco
that's
it.
over.
That's enough for the
technical fall with 37.3 seconds left in the second period. 18-1 victory for Norwin's
Brooks Blasco. That gives Norwin a 22-9 lead. I think we're going to see Peyton Gear bump up to 45. So as Peyton Gear, the junior for DuBois,
145 pounds for Norwin, Nathan
3-9. And for Norwin, it's junior Nathan Klingensmith, 24-11. Oh, quick takedown there by Klingensmith. Quick 3 points. And every one of these Norwin wrestlers, same.
Go for a
cradle.
Here on Gear.
Boom, cradle. They are a cradle machine. Runs that leg up, elevates it.
For 30 seconds into this match, Gear is in a bad position.
And
there
there's
it
a
is.
fall.
127 left in the first period. That is a fall for Norwin's
Nathan Klingensmith.
Giving them a 28-9 advantage here. Moving into, I believe, what are we moving into? 152? Brings out our senior, Sammy Deeb.
Sammy Deeb, senior, 23-11 for the Beavers. And let's see who Norwin sends out here.
It's going to be Kern and Deeb.
So it's Noah Kern, a freshman at 27-8 for the Knights.
Noah Curran. And for the Beavers, Samson Deeb.
So something interesting I looked up for Sammy Deeb. He enters this match tonight with 95 career wins. He has a very good chance of reaching a 100 career win milestone.
Absolutely. 4-year starter. Was he a district champion as a freshman, correct?
Yes, he was, and he's third to last 2 years. So he has 2 more dual meet matches left, then plus the postseason.
It's a prime example right there that just because you win a district championship on your first year doesn't mean it's guaranteed the next 3.
Now, he ran into some injuries there the last couple years. And a takedown there for Curran. Let's Sammy up. 3-1. Oh, he goes for that front headlock. They are very aggressive. Trying to snap Sammy to go switches to a single. Gets the double from behind in, the takedown for a 6-1 lead. Sammy trying to hit a switch. Sammy probably would have eclipsed that 100-win match already if it wasn't for the injuries. I believe it was a sophomore year.
I believe you're correct with that.
And I believe some last year as well. Got the optional start here for Curran, 6-2. Curran, only a freshman, wrestling very
aggressive.
Very aggressive for a freshman.
Sammy will not back down, though. We've seen Sammy in this situation before, and we've seen
Oh,
there it
nice.
is.
Yeah,
And we've seen him come back.
Sammy tries that. He goes at a high crotch fireman's carry. And still has the leg.
Needs to come to his feet a little bit more, but
needs to suck in that. Get that leg in.
Curran's got a little bit more leverage on him than Sammy has. He's a little bit taller.
Curran looks like he's probably cutting down from probably
70,
60 or 70.
65,
Sammy's pretty true 52-pounder, not losing a whole lot of weight. Stalemate there called by official Marvin Morris. To mention Marvin Morris, also a football official and softball official as well. Sammy in on a single leg and lets that go. Curran doing a good job. Sammy's getting in there, he can't do anything. Curran is just good sprawl, hips into him.
There's a 3-point takedown for Curran, 9-2 lead. Right at the end of the period there, so quick short time takedown, 9-2 lead for Curran. DuBois down 28-9.
You can't be happy giving up short time takedowns. Those are like taboo in the wrestling world. You can't give up those points late in a match like that. So 9-2 lead for Curran going into the second period here at 152 pounds.
In football, that's like scoring right before the half and getting the ball back right after half.
Exactly. Deeb starts the second period in a down position. He needs a score here to get back in this match. Sammy not looking as aggressive as he normally does.
Well, I think this Curran is wearing him down quite a bit. He looks aggressive. He looks strong. So I think he's very light on his feet for being a big kid, but he's kind of taking it to him a little bit right now physically.
And I'm very impressed with all these Norwin wrestlers come out very aggressive right from the start.
Obviously, they lost in their district championship to Franklin Regional, but Franklin Regional's got a very rich tradition of wrestling.
And here we go, another cradle. Sammy not in a good position there. It's almost like, look at Curran let Sammy get on that leg. Gets 4 more, makes it 16-3. Sammy trying his best here for a big move. He's got this leg. He needs to elevate that. Curran, nice job rolling out of that.
A lot of credit to Sammy here. He is not giving up.
And Curran's got a half in here. It's deep.
He's in a bad situation with a minute left.
Sammy did a good job. And he gets the two
back with the takedown.
Must be game of 3 to make it 19-5.
Regardless, that is a final by technical fall. It gives Norwin a 33-9 advantage.
That's a name to watch, I think, as a freshman. Noah Curran down the road here. Came up very aggressive, very strong.
And Seth Wilmot.
So this is Jack White, the senior, 32 and 6.
Pounds for Norwin. Jack White.
Versus the Beaver junior, Seth Wilmoth, who is 17 and 14 on the season.
These two look like they are built very similar
Yes.
to each other.
Lanky builds by both of them, 6'1", 6'2"-ish.
Seth's trying to get the leg in there, possibly try to trip him a little bit. Working the edge of the mat.
Now, as we mentioned before, this winner advances on to Johnstown. Quarterfinals on Friday night. A takedown there for White. And I believe there's a couple pigtail matches tonight. There's actually two that determine who they wrestle here. One at 4:30 and the winner at 7, I believe. And yet another cradle for the Norwin wrestler. At the 4 back, should be 7-0 lead now for White. So now Seth is being turned here for more back points. 4 more back points for White.
That's 11-0 here with about 35 seconds left in Nelson Realty first period. Wilmoth down 11-0.
There were two wrestlers at the edge of the mat here. White trying to work some more back points in before this period ends. Wilmoth trying to get out of bounds there for a reset. Got 12 seconds to go here in the first period. And reset here now with 9 seconds remaining. And another cradle locked up. Yep, end the period.
He's going to give him 4, which that will finish the match. 15-0 Tech fall.
Well, I think it's going to be safe to say what the Beavers are going to be working on the rest of this week of practice. Their defensive cradles.
I mean, Norwin has locked up multiple cradles tonight, and they've all been tight.
All right, 172 pounds here. We have Easton Harris, a junior, for DuBois at 10 and 15. And for Norwin, this should be Riley Schaefer. Riley Schaefer, a junior at 16 and 14.
And for the Beavers,
And yet another different singlet here for Norwin. Don't believe we saw this one yet.
Tonight. We're coming to driving the district now. We're going to show them all off.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Of course, now the day they have a lot of wrestlers on their roster. Now the days of budgets and everything else are.
Yeah.
You know, you might need to dig out a lot. You would know a thing or two about budgets, huh, Chuck?
Yes, indeed. Worked with budgets for a number of years as an AD here at DuBois.
Don't know if the lovely Dory Fair is listening in tonight, but I saw she was the teacher of the week of the Tri-County Courier
really?
Express.
Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to my lovely wife.
Don't worry, Chuck. A couple things she couldn't live without. Your name was not listed.
Probably dogs, I'm
Yes,
guessing.
it was.
Yep.
No mention of Chuck.
That's all right. I know where I stand. Oh, and here comes another near. Oh, got a takedown. I thought they were going for their cradle here. And he's looking for a cradle there. He's got the head. He's got the leg. Now he jumps over, getting the near cradle, far cradle, back and forth. Just going where he can get that hooked up. Schaefer gives it up. Now he's got it locked back up again. And Easton does a good job. Easton Harris gets out of that cradle, but not before giving up 4 back points.
So 7-0 favor of Norwin, and it's about 38-9 overall here.
And here we go for another cradle attempt. And he has it locked up. And they give 3 or 4 there? 3, I believe. So 10-0 lead for Riley Schaefer heading into the second period.
Obviously, Chuck, we've seen the ups and downs of DuBois so far this season, but we've been traveling with them throughout the year, and they're yet to, in my opinion, I don't know what they saw in the tournaments, to see a complete team like we're seeing tonight that's strong from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, even I know Altoona was probably the better team, the best team that I've seen them wrestle.
Now, I'm not sure what they saw at some of those dual tournaments.
Correct.
So.
Easton got out of that, so we should have, I think a point was awarded wrong side. Should be 10-1. Yeah, each and every one of these Norwin wrestlers came out aggressive, attacking.
You could tell by the amount of wrestlers they have, their wrestling room has to be highly competitive.
Yes, you're correct. Their takedown here by Schaefer.
I believe the score should be 13-1.
Should be 13-1, yes. And Schaefer trying to go for another cradle here, I believe. He's working the head. He's going to try to get his knee in behind. Nope, he gives that up. And now he's going to go the far cradle, and he jumps to the other side. Guess if he gets that locked up.
These Norwin wrestlers, they are very comfortable on top, and they're not afraid to try some stuff to put points up on the board.
It's almost, I'm not saying they're like them, but watching a Penn State match, how they come out aggressive, you know, this way, and just it's always on the attack, never wrestling defensive.
About 5 seconds left here in the second period. Harristown should be 13-1, I believe, but nobody has corrected that. The scoreboard is saying 14-0, but it should be 13-1.
Yeah, I believe, Harris got an escape there earlier.
If they blow this horn here if he escapes, Denny, I'm sure, will be quick to correct him.
No, and that's
showing 15-0.
Okay, maybe we were wrong. I know I saw an escape there for Easton Harris. So that runs the team score 43-9 in favor of Norwin. And we have freshman Brogan Orr for the Beavers, 5-10, versus Tanner Schaefer, a senior for Norwin at 12-10.
See Dad David down here recording this match. Arm's looking a little tired. I think you should better get a tripod for that thing.
Two wrestlers scramble out of bounds, reset back to the middle. Because Schaefer, as the rest of the Norwin wrestlers, comes out aggressive, going in for that collar tie, switches down to a single leg. Brogan doing a good job on trying to fight this off. And, Schaefer just going to elevate Brogan until he can trip. Brogan tries to kick out of that. Still nothing. Still nothing. He's got to try to hook up that cradle. He has that cradle hooked up again, and another cradle for the Norwin wrestler.
Unfortunately, I think Brogan got himself caught a little bit right there, trying to escape and get loose. That he kind of got caught himself in a cradle there. They're still going to go right after it again, though.
Yep.
By the way, another new singlet.
Yes, and yet another Different colored singlet. Another cradle locked up. Keep repeating myself if you're listening at home, but it's
There
happening.
it is.
There's another fall.
Got his back flat on that one.
Tanner Schaefer with the fall. That runs the team score to 49-9. And the Beavers, at this point, have only won 2 matches. Bryson Bizard, he fought 107. Mateo Gallegos, a 4-0 decision at 133 AL. So they forfeit to Kendall, or that might be, hey, you forfeited our stud. We're going to forfeit to yours. So that gives the Beavers a piece of 49-15.
Oh, yeah, a little piece of mankind out there now, baby. Nathaniel Clark.
So we got junior Nathaniel Clark for the Beavers, 6-6. And for Norwin, it's Sebastian Somerville, a junior, at 6-8. The final match of the night, the 285-pound division. You got another
Trying to turn. Oh,
another quick match so far here. We're 46 minutes into it.
Nathaniel trying to lock that headlock and turn him there. He likes doing that. It's one of his kind of quote-unquote signature moves where he tries to lock the headlock and kind of hip toss him.
Two wrestlers tying up here. Trying to get an advantage.
Nathaniel looks like he's got a couple extra pounds on him, but they're very similar builds.
Yeah. We check the weigh-in sheets here. And Clark weighed in at 281.4.
I'd say about, what, 260?
And Somerville, 254.2.
It's close.
Typical heavyweight match here. The two just like to get into the collar ties here. Clark going to maybe try an arm drag here. Has the wrist. Somerville doing a good job fighting that off.
About 20 seconds left here in the Nelson Realty, the first period's Nelson Realty.
Somerville trying to get a single
Short
leg
time
there.
here.
Clark has that front headlock here. If he can get. Nope.
About 5
And
seconds.
Somerville fights that off. It's like we'll go 1-0 lead for Somerville.
What do we have?
What do we have here? We had something going on here. Technical point, Somerville grabbing his. Nate Sipes is referring to grabbing his singlet. Nathaniel must have grabbed the singlet of Somerville. Clark is choosing top here. That's an interesting move. Oops. Oh, we have both wrestlers have 1 point. I don't understand what this. Missed something. Clark trying to say he's getting
a little high right there. He got back down.
Really doing much of anything right here, trying to get the tight waist, but
they'll probably take him out of bounds at this point, or try to keep control and start over again. There's a whistle. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Lifespan Family Services, Acroshore of DuBois, Spitzer's Auto World, The Floor Show, DuBois Granite and Quartz, and of course our first period sponsor, Nelson Realty.
Clark in trouble right here. Somerville's going to get the 2-point reversal, take a 3-1 lead. Going to work at a power half right now. He's got Nathaniel's head down. Then it pokes it back up. Going back for that power half. It looks like he has it. He has the arm. He had the arms locked up there.
Really beating that head down into the ground, burying his face right into the mat.
You got a contingent of Norwin coach is Matt's side right now, giving instructions.
Matt's going to have a full facial impression of Clarkie down there.
Clark needs to get to his base here. Expending a lot of energy here right now. And, it looks like someone was going to turn him. He's working on that shoulder that Clark has a brace on. Summerall trying to get chest to chest. If he gets chest to chest here, that does it. That's it.
And there's your final. Nathaniel Clark falls. 55-15 is the final, team final. Nathaniel looks a little, some discomfort right there.
Yeah. And that's your final here from DuBois at 55-15. We'll take a short break here, and we'll come up and wrap up tonight's match.
Score points and stack them high with the Spitzer VIP program. Then cash in and spend them your way, anyway. Discounted service, oil changes, maintenance, even your next car purchase. There's no limit of ways to cash in. The more you stack, the more you save. Other programs limit your choices. Spitzer VIP puts you in charge. You're the boss. Spend it your way. Even gift them to a friend or loved one. The Spitzer VIP program. Wag more, spend less.
AccuAssure of DuBois is a proud supporter of DuBois Wrestling. We understand dreams, teamwork, and the drive to win. For personal lines, call Ryan Carr and Sheila Jameson. For commercial lines, call Jake Heigl and Brian Riley. For benefits, call Francine Shimcock. They'll take care of your business from property to payroll because you've got dreams and we've got solutions. At AccuAssure, we help protect and grow what you've worked hard for. Get your questions answered locally at AccuAssure on Meadow Lanes in DuBois. Property and casualty insurance specializing in business and personal needs. AccuAssure of DuBois, protecting what matters most.
Countertops crafted with quality. That's DuBois Granite & Quartz. From kitchens and bathrooms to fireplaces, we specialize in custom stonework that's beautiful, durable, and affordable. We make stone countertops simple and never cut corners on quality. Our experienced team guides you every step of the way, from stone selection to final installation. Transform your home with captivating and functional designs. Visit DuBois Granite & Quartz on Beaver Drive in DuBois.
All right, welcome back to DuBois Area High School here as we wrap up tonight's PIAA Class 3A first round dual meet tournament action, where Norwin Knights defeat DuBois by a score of 55-15. We knew with Beavers going to be they weren't favored in this match. They were the underdog, but boy, this Norwin team came out very aggressive and took it to the Beavers right from the start.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a longer drive, obviously, probably 2.5 hours. But I think the key word for tonight is probably cradle.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. You have the exact numbers on falls and whatnot, but I would guess majority of them were all on the cradle. If not all of them, maybe all but one or two.
Yeah, it was quite impressive showing by the Norwin Knights, their cradle game here tonight. I would think, the Beavers aren't going to be happy with this performance. They're going to go back in the resting room, get back to work tomorrow. Obviously going to work on, cradle defense. That's one thing. The Beavers, we won 3 matches tonight. Obviously, Bryce Bizarre had probably the best match tonight. Got the fall there at 107 to start things off against Gabe Hockenberry. But that was until Mateo Gallegos got a 4-0 decision, bumping up to 133. Beating Dominic Butera, we said was outweighed by 10 pounds, and that was really it for the Beavers. Kendall Ward got the only other win, and it was forfeit. So, not a very good night for the Beavers. If you're a wrestling fan, obviously you're disappointed you didn't get to see a good matchup. We would hope to see was Mateo Gallegos and Landon Sedoon. Obviously, probably going to be hopefully a regional final matchup come next month or later this month at regionals. So, and we can see didn't get to see Kendall or Russell. They forfeited to Kendall at 2:15. So that's unfortunate if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah. So obviously, you want to see your better wrestlers wrestle. You want to see them put up some points. And obviously, you kind of want to watch. If you have an opportunity to watch 2 studs wrestle, 2 hammers, you want to see, kind of who can come out on top.
Yeah.
But thinking about what this is about.
Right.
This is about a team today, not
Right.
an individual. I understand the reasoning behind
Yeah,
it.
and I understand what talking to Coach Krupp for the match, they were looking where they could score the most points and moving, not to say that Mateo wouldn't beat him. If he would, it's probably looking at probably a decision where moving him up, possibly a chance to get, bonus point wins. And also, if you're looking individually, both teams maybe not wanting them to see the other before the postseason starts. So lot to break down and kind of, digest and see, the strategy that goes behind everything. But nonetheless, Norwin moves on to Friday's quarterfinal round at the First Summit Arena in Johnstown. The Beavers, they'll be back in action on Monday. I understood there was a rescheduled match against Central Clarion will be on Monday here at Beaver Gymnasium. Looking for a 7 p.m. varsity start. Then they'll close out the regular season on Wednesday against Brockway in the season finale before getting ready for individual districts later this month. So once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Lifespan Family Services, AccuSure of DuBois, Spitzer's Auto World, The Floor Show, DuBois Granite and Quartz, and the first period sponsor, Nelson Realty. So for Keith Lipionka, I'm Chuck Farrer, and we want to thank you once again for tuning in to DuBois Area High School Wrestling here on Tri-County TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of the DuBois Wrestling on Tri-County TV, brought to you by DuBois Granite and Quartz, Spitzer's Auto World, Lifespan Family Services, The Floor Show, AccuSure of DuBois, Nelson Realty, and Priority Media. DuBois Wrestling all season long right here on Tri-County TV. We'll see you next match.